Some actresses become famous through one defining role, while others manage to create a career that remains recognizable long after the first wave of attention has passed. Susan Flannery belongs firmly in the second category. Her striking screen presence made her memorable, but her real achievement was turning early Hollywood recognition into a career that stretched across film, daytime television, and decades of changing audiences. Susan Flannery was born in Jersey City, New Jersey, in 1939. She studied at Stevens College in Missouri before pursuing acting, and her early ambitions eventually brought her to Hollywood. Like many performers entering the industry, she faced the difficult task of proving that she could offer more than the glamorous image that cameras naturally emphasized. Her first major breakthrough came in film. Flannery appeared in the 1966 Western Guns for San Sebastian, starring Anthony Quinn and Charles Bronson. Soon afterward, she took on a role that brought her even greater attention, playing the title character in The Gnome Mobile. These early films established her as a professional actress, but the biggest turning point in her career came when television opened a much larger door. In 1968, Flannery joined the cast of Days of Our Lives as Laura Spencer Horton. Daytime television demanded something completely different from a feature film. Instead of telling a story in 2 hours, actors had to develop characters over years, sometimes performing complicated emotional scenes at a remarkable pace. Flannery proved she could handle it. Her performance earned her a Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series in 1975. That recognition was important because it confirmed that she wasn't simply a familiar face from Hollywood movies. She had become one of the strongest performers in daytime television. But Flannery's biggest television role was still ahead. In 1987, she joined the cast of The Bold and the Beautiful as Stephanie Forrester. The character would become one of the most recognizable figures in American daytime television. Stephanie was powerful, complicated, fiercely protective of her family, and often involved in conflicts that demanded far more than a simple glamorous performance. Flannery embraced the complexity. For more than 2 decades, Stephanie became closely associated with her name. The role eventually brought her additional Daytime Emmy recognition, including wins for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series in 2000 and 2003. But success of that scale creates another challenge, knowing when the story has reached its natural conclusion. After years of playing Stephanie, Flannery decided to retire from acting in 2012. She wasn't leaving because she had been forgotten. Quite the opposite. She was stepping away after building one of the most enduring characters in daytime television. That decision revealed something important about her personality. Flannery didn't need to remain constantly visible simply because the audience still wanted to see her. She had reached a point where she could choose what came next. And what came next was a quieter life. Her departure from The Bold and the Beautiful marked the end of an extraordinary television chapter. For viewers who had watched Stephanie Forrester for decades, it felt like losing a familiar presence. But for Flannery, retirement meant finally having the freedom to live outside the demanding schedule of daily television production. Looking back at her earlier photographs, it's easy to focus on the glamour that made her immediately noticeable. But the deeper story is about endurance. She moved from feature films into daytime television, established herself on Days of Our Lives, then reinvented herself completely with The Bold and the Beautiful. She transformed Stephanie Forrester from a television character into a role that became part of the cultural memory of daytime drama. And perhaps that's the most important thing to remember about Susan Flannery. Her appearance may have helped audiences notice her when she was young. But appearance alone could never have sustained a career that lasted for decades. It was the performances that kept people watching. The glamour may have opened the door. Talent, discipline, and the courage to eventually walk away on her own terms kept the story going.